Valentine's Day is just around the corner, and nothing says love like the warmth and comfort of a Miki Couture blanket. Whether it's for your sweetheart, your best friend, or even yourself, Miki Couture has the perfect gift to make hearts melt. From luxurious textures to stylish designs, Miki Couture blankets are the ultimate way to show you care. Plus, now through Valentine's Day, enjoy exclusive savings on our limited edition Valentine's collection. Visit any of our stores or shop online at www.mikicouture.com and give the gift of love, comfort, and warmth this Valentine's Day. Miki Couture, blanketing the world in warmth and love.
At Ritual, we know what goes into a magical holiday season. The potluck planning, the gift giving, the spreadsheets. This new year, take a moment for yourself with simple daily rituals that help you put your foundational health at the top of your to-do list. Ritual's Essential for Women 18 Plus multivitamin is a clinically backed multivitamin featuring 9 high-quality key essential ingredients to help you fill key nutrient gaps in your diet. Or maybe you're stressing your daily protein intake, or you want to double down on support for your gut microbiome. From plant-based essential protein to 3-in-1 pre, pro, and postbiotic strains with Symbiotic Plus, Ritual helps you focus on supporting your body after a long season of juggling everybody else. And for a limited time, do it with 30% off a 3-month supply at ritual.com/podcast. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Shows the originality of our orchestra, and they played that number especially for Mary Margaret McGould.
Thank you.
Isn't that wonderful?
Yes, sir.
Of course, as you know, if you've been listening all week, today is the day that Barry chose to swim out the Boston Light. We may have news before we leave the air. We've made extensive preparations. We may be able to bring you a special on-the-spot description
I think we can.
Arrival at T. Wharf.
I think we'll be able to make it. But that will come a little later in the program.
Yes, it will. A lot of features on this Friday Fun Fest.
Oh, we're loaded down with them today. Excuse me.
Hey, quiet!
Now then, as I was saying,
Marine song.
you didn't say the Marine hymn once, Ken. You will be drummed from the service.
Will you add living?
You'll have your epaulets pulled off and thrown to the wind.
To the 4 winds and 7 seas.
Excuse me.
We have a special notice here, before we go anywhere,
Yes.
that Ruby Newman promised that he would stop counting his money and listen to our program today.
Oh.
And I suppose it's because we're going down to his place tonight.
Oh, yes. Oh,
Hmm?
yes.
What's the matter with you?
At the casino.
Yes.
I don't know. I think it was the lunch I had. It didn't agree with
What did you have?
what I say.
Well, I don't know. I was just wondering why it couldn't agree with you.
I don't know.
You don't look too good.
No. But I've got plenty of blood in me.
Well, that's good. You look a little pale, though.
I'm not anemic.
Kind of pallid.
Well, that part's all right. Excuse me. Did somebody say pallid?
Pallid, yes.
Yes, it reminds me. Good afternoon, everybody. Well, I guess it doesn't remind me of much at all. Pallid is a word. Pallid is a word that ordinarily would remind me of something, but right at this particular minute it didn't.
Well, I've noticed that about you. I can pull practically any name out of the air, and it will remind you of something.
That's right.
For instance, if I say, astonished.
That reminds me. See how I feel right into that?
What does it remind you of?
Astonished? I don't know, nothing in particular.
Yeah.
No.
But, I mean, you are reminded of something every time I do that.
That's right. Now, it's Ken Wilson, everybody. Now, if you'll throw the camera over on Ken, please. Very nice. Thanks.
Have you got makeup on your bald spot, Ken? Mm-hmm.
What is that? 2-in-1? 3-in-1?
No.
4-in-1?
No, that's shoe polish you have there.
That's what I meant.
Oh.
Well, looks like it's time for the news almost, doesn't it?
No, not quite, I don't believe. That comes on a particular moment.
Oh, it does?
Yeah. But it could be time for a cigarette.
All right, surely. Let's all light up
Chesterfield over and over again. Chesterfield satisfies women and men. Milder, much milder, all smokers agree. Always by Chesterfield, ABC.
Thank you. That was our Chesterfield song.
There's Mr. Kelly. I just presented him during the final moments of his program with a summer squash, and I'm dying to hear his reaction to it.
That was your first summer squash, Bob.
I wonder if he would come in and...
Come in here, will you, Mr. Kelly, and tell us about it?
You expected a bigger one? It's a long time since we've had good old Joe on the
Friends of the radio audience, it gives me a great deal of pleasure to present one of the greatest voices in American radio, Joe Kelly.
Thank you. What do you think of this, Joe?
Squire, as president of the Ananias Club of Suffolk, Plymouth, and Norfolk.
Excuse me, I'm going on a mystery ride for a few minutes. I'll be right back.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, as president, what?
It gives me great pleasure to comment on the first summer squash from the estates of the Elliott.
Yeah, we'll get by the stuff there now.
It is, friends, I wish you could see this summer squash. It is probably 3 feet long. It has the largest sized neck I ever saw. It was a 14.5 collar. It is beautiful and...
That was Joe Kelly, everyone.
It's a beautiful thing, Bob, and I think that it should encourage you to do bigger and better things, even.
Seriously,
Even
Joe, is that a
Kelly
good summer
says
squash?
It should encourage me to
That
pick
is
them sooner,
It is really a delicious-looking summer squash. As for flavor, I'll be able to tell you a good deal about that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday.
I'll be
next
very
week.
anxious to hear, but tell me from a professional standpoint, is that too far gone?
Well,
you know what I mean?
I can tell you
I picked it about a week ago.
I can quote a professional on that score, Mr. DeLucia, who was very prominent in this part of the country, a prize winner in all the contests of various kinds of things. He said it's a fine-looking squash.
He did. Was he looking at you?
Always no, he was looking through the window at some fellow here that ever since his last haircut has had a summer squash with him every day in the week, Mr. Ray Goulding.
Well, thanks, Joe.
Thanks a lot, Joe.
And, give me the squash.
You'll report to us the first of the week on how it tasted.
Tell us how your squash came out.
Where's the butter, Bob?
That wasn't included in the bargain, the butter and
I like butternut squash myself. I'm a butternut fan.
I didn't grow any of those.
Summer squash is something that I can do without. I prefer strawberry shortcake.
I think I would.
Ken goes along with me. I didn't think you liked it, or else you wouldn't be giving it away.
No, I do like
What
it,
did
but
you
I've
grow
got
it
so
for?
much of it planted down there.
What, have you got a hole in your bonnet?
I have summer squash all over the yard.
Why didn't you grow something that you can eat?
Well, you can eat summer squash.
Are you exhibiting at the
Excuse me, friends. Ladies and gentlemen, one of the greatest voices in American radio, Leo Egan.
Thank you.
Where did you pick up the bus for that mystery ride? I think I'll go too.
Okay, take the mystery ride. What are you saying, Leo?
I wanted to ask Bob if he was exhibiting at the Hummer. Bob, would you care to tell me whether you're going to exhibit tomorrow at the Hummerock Fair?
Exhibit what, for goodness sake? His
squash.
head? There's only one thing Bob could...
His other squash.
His head.
Bob's other squash.
I haven't been approached by the Hummerock Agricultural Society, if that is the outfit
Leo
running
is
this.
It isn't necessary. You can just drop in tomorrow and bring along your squash.
Well, I
I'm
certainly
one of
will.
the judges.
I'll bring my squash along Sunday morning, if that will be all right.
Ray
Fair will be out all day tomorrow, starting at 1 o'clock.
I'm going to be on the
Outdoor
South
visitor.
Shore this weekend.
Yeah, we
Why
might
don't you
all get
drop in?
together and have a great big time at the
We're going to have
Hummerock.
dart throwing contests and baseball throwing contests, of which I will probably be a judge.
Did you come to the Cohasset
You will be
Carnival
a
last
judge?
month?
Yes, I enjoyed it very much. When is it on again?
Next year.
The Hummerock Fair is on tomorrow.
Yeah.
1 o'clock.
There's nothing going on in Marshfield except I'll be there.
Well, the
Oh,
Marshfield Fair is a little later this month. Will
That's
you
a
be
great
there?
fair, and you don't want to miss it.
A
Anybody.
wonderful fair. Be sure you make plans now for the Marshfield Fair.
I can't say anything about the Hummerock. I don't know.
I
But if
don't
Leo has
either.
anything to do with it, I have my doubts. That's all I can say.
But it is a nice beach, and if nothing else, you can go swimming down.
How did it get
There
its
will be a
name?
ride on
Mystery
flying
ride?
horses.
Oh, boy.
Oh, then there will be a mystery
Do the
ride.
fantastic people know they've got flying horses down in Hummerock?
They probably loaned them out.
I see. So there'll be no flying horses.
Hey, move those routers there. Oh, hey, it's me, your data center. And as you can hear, I'm making some big changes in here because AI is making some bigger ones everywhere. So I took a little trip to Nokia. Super fast routers, optical interconnect, fully automated, the whole data center networking portfolio, and they deliver. That's them. Hey, Nokia, right on time.
Get your data center AI ready. Someday is here with Nokia.
If you're a facilities manager at a university, you know students rely on the cafeteria for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and the occasional late-night snack. So when a dishwasher breaks down and dirty plates pile up, the mess hall can turn messy in the blink of an eye. Enter Grainger. With over 1 million industrial-grade products and fast delivery, the product you need now is never far away. So you can turn that dishwasher back into a lean, clean washing machine. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
This is a fantastic weekend, is that right? Am I correct?
I am not able to determine.
All right.
Gee whiz, Leo.
Am I
You're
adding anything to your program
You're so
today?
profound since the Red Sox won for 5 straight. How many straight? 5.
5 in a row. And now we open a crucial 3-game set with the Detroit Tigers.
The invading Tigers, the Bengals, right?
The Bengals will be in the lair tonight. You say we rather possessively, Leo.
Is it true that you own a large hunk of the Red Sox?
I do, but it is not for publication.
I see.
You just publish it.
Is there any chance of Tom Yockey adopting me?
I'll be glad to find out.
Pass it along.
Around each day.
Pass the word along.
All right, now run over with your pencil and paper there, Leo, and wait for the big jackpot question, which comes along later in the show.
Yeah.
And also on the Chamber of Commerce angle, we had a call from a very fine Norwood citizen yesterday who said naturally they have more than one newspaper, which actually they have. The letter that we had is from the editor of the Norwood Citizen. That's
one of the greatest papers in the universe.
And he wrote us a wonderful review. And there is another paper in Norwood. Now, if the editor of that paper cares to write, we would be happy to know.
Well, thanks again, Bob. Something about you that's really great.
Now, that cleans up everything on this Friday. I like to get these things off my mind.
Bob, you're all class.
Also, there's a letter here that I think you should read about your friend Bill Green. Your eyes bugged when you saw the letter.
Dear Bob and Ray, I would only be too happy to answer your question. Don't count your chickens before they're hatched, cause if you'd be so kind as to tell me which came first, the chicken or the egg. Yours very chicken-heartedly, Miss Jones.
What are you, an announcer up here?
Miss Jones Calder, age 14 and 6 8/10 years. Oh, no. I'll block you on that one.
That letter sent her a box of candy.
Then there's a P.S. Will you please be so kind as to tell dear Mr. Green to dry up on board?
Yes. Because why?
Because he's ruining the program.
Yes. All right. You've seen that, Mr. Green. And I notice you're being a lot more quiet today.
Thanks again, and boy, you couldn't recognize my writing.
Thank you, Jones, for that nice letter. Appreciate it. Let's hear some of your music.
Grab. Here they are, friends, Ken and Bill, who will not be at the Hummer Rock Fair this week.
Milky Landing. Ken, of course, is the manager. He's been rowing the boat all morning. And when you left her, where did you leave her out there? Oh, yeah.
Excuse me,
You mean the one out here in Boston?
Excuse me, everybody. Take a timely tip from your New Haven Railroad. These first 2 weeks in August have long been known as real vacation days. If you're lucky enough to be on your vacation, or planning your vacation for the near future, don't take a chance of losing precious vacation hours. If you wonder what we mean, ask any of those who lost valuable time waiting for the fog to clear last Tuesday morning. Now, if you're going to Cape Cod, the South Shore, Martha's Vineyard, Nantucket, or to any point in Rhode Island, Connecticut, or New York, Martha's Vineyard, Nantucket, or to any point in Rhode Island, Connecticut, or New York, make sure you get all your vacation. Go on the New Haven dependable, air-conditioned train. Convenient service. Will you please be quiet? Convenient service to Cape Cod. No matter... That's an awful squeaky chair he's sitting in. No matter what's the weather, always convenient service. Trains take you to Hyannis or Woods Hole in less than 2 hours. Don't get delayed or detoured. Keep off accident-ridden highways. Oh, give your vacation the right start. Go by dependable New Haven trains. You'll be glad you did. Now, the Happy Home Laundry presents the 115 edition of News. And here is your reporter, Peter Gorey.
Good afternoon. 3 men were run over by a steamroller early this morning. Snakes were let loose in a supermarket near Boston today and caused several women to be very excited, agitated. Funny thing happened the other day in Watertown. An elderly woman felt sick after breakfast. She went to the doctor and found that her food had been poisoned. Meanwhile, 4 men suffocated in a wall safe while checking their accounts last night. Turning to more cheerful news, only 1 person was killed. The other burned horribly when they fell into a vat of acid at a chemical plant. Not much hope is held out for the second person. Overseas, a poor shopkeeper was killed accidentally while attempting suicide. And now, a brief message of condolence for my sponsor, the Laughing Family Laundry, where 2 employees were unfortunately killed in a mangling machine today. And now the weather. There'll be clouds and thunder showers with lots of lightning and noise and rain this afternoon. It looks like a very unpleasant weekend. Now here are the 115 headlines. 3 men run over by steamroller. Snakes let loose in supermarket. And 4 men suffocate in Wall Street. Next news.
Thanks to Peter Gorey for a swell roundup of the latest news. Was there any smiles in that particular news broadcast?
Go to chance, Kitty.
You left out lots of good stories.
I couldn't include all of the top news stories in there.
You mean
I had as many as I could in there.
Well, that's the way it goes, friends. You'll find it that way. Now we'd like to talk about Casino at Magnolia. Located among them weeping magnolia trees out there along the colorful North Shore.
Located among them weeping waiters.
So be sure and get out there soon. Maybe not tomorrow,
but
tonight. So we'd love to have you go out there. In fact, Bob and I will be there tonight for dancing.
And for wonderful meals, which they're so famous for serving.
$1.85 will buy you a swell dinner at the casino. Believe it or not.
You'll be able to dance to music like this. Believe it or not.
Eisen and his stimulated stick playing for dancing here at the casino at Magnolia.
Thank you, Sam, for swell music. Yes, to be music like that, you'll dance to all night long. You hate to see the evening come to a close. You've had so much fun.
You'll be crazy to go back again.
Remember now, friends, also there are ballet slippers to rent. If you like to dance in ballet slippers, merely go up to the conductor, Sammy Eisen.
You'll know him by the change machine on his belt. He is the conductor now.
Go up and ask him for ballet slippers.
Or simply address Ballet Slippers, Box 10, WHDH.
Slippers will bring you what you want. Simple word, slipper.
Why don't we have some more of our prize-winning cards? Well, today?
Sure, go ahead.
Because we've got to find out about Mary before we leave the airways. That's one asking for a recipe for a sweet sandwich. I don't think that does. Well, there's a picture of Graves Light in Boston Harbor. That kind of brings Mary a little bit closer to us. There she is. She's drawn in something there. See the boat?
Oh, yeah.
And Mary's swimming behind.
That's right. Now then, before the headline, is another entry here from John Thornley up there in Lowell. Dear John writes to say, Dear Bob and Ray, gentlemen, as per your valued invitation over the entertainingly informative radio show, I say to all, do not count your chickens before they're hatched, because, though they have never scratched yet, they may be. So don't bet, lest you be left at the post. Sans any chicken feed for mine host. I remain sincerely yours, Super.
No. He didn't sign it that way.
Oh, no. He signed it, I remain yours truly for Cynthia Sweet, Mr. John Thornley, who we are awarding this very minute with a box of Cynthia Sweet chocolate. Here's
a very nice entry, which I believe receives a box of Cynthia Sweet from Brad Rocket.
From huh?
From Brad Rocket.
Certainly, in Newtonville.
He says, don't count your chickens before they're hatched because they ain't yet.
Yes. And in that connection, I'd like to mention that we're going to be out at the casino at Magnolia tonight, and
that ties in. I love the way you tie those.
It reminded me. Yes, we'll be laying eggs.
Gene Griffin of Arlington says, don't count them before they hatch because I don't like scrambled eggs for breakfast. Anyway, we made no mention of breakfast in the rules.
No, but if she wrote and said you didn't like scrambled eggs for dinner, that'd be different altogether.
But I think she does receive about it.
Well,
Cynthia.
Well, would you like a handkerchief?
No. I have been crying a little more than usual. I can't read this.
This is Cry Day here at the station, friends. We all get paid on Friday. But go right ahead, Bob, while I solve a little bit.
I have nothing important to add to things.
Is that all the candy we're going to award?
Well, that's quite a bit.
Huh?
It's about 4 pounds. That will cost me $1.25 a pound.
Oh, okay, boss. Incidentally, a lot of people are writing in saying
a big price
that they haven't received their candy yet.
We have shipped those off to the accounting department.
I want to tell you right now that Bob and I had absolutely nothing to do with that, friend. We merely give the winners to people, and they send out candy.
But they're checking on all of those. They haven't been received as yet. I see a signal from the control room, which must mean our connections have been put through, and we're ready to call in our special events reporter to bring you an actual on-the-spot description. Has she arrived now? Has she landed? Well, Mary, I think, is going to be triumphant in her swim out to Boston Light. And if we could have a little bridge music, Ken, we'll go over there. Oh, look.
Good afternoon, friends. It's speaking to you from Boston Light, where we've set up our special division and special events divisional. We've set up our microphones here to bring you a play-by-play, a description of the the swimming meet with one person. Good afternoon, everybody. We're speaking from Boston Light, where
it's not a match, boss.
Yes, certainly. Thanks a lot. Give me a break. I'm talking city there.
Talk to what? Who you talking to, yourself?
Oh, I'm on the radio.
Oh, yeah?
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm speaking from Gravesend. No, Graves Light. And I'm waiting for the charming Miss Magoon to make her appearance.
Something seems to have gone wrong.
Something seems to be floating out there.
Reporter.
And I'll ask this thing that's floating a few questions.
Our special events reporter seems to have gone to the
break.
wrong spot. Mary has just landed back at the pier, I believe, after her swim. We've called in the wrong reporter.
Yes, you have.
And I think we'd better leave him at Graves Light and see if we can find the other one. If we could have a little bridge music to get over there, please. This is Kirsten speaking. I am standing here amid a crowd of nobody, and we have just sighted Mary Margaret Magoon, who has this morning put on one of the greatest demonstrations of athletic ability of anyone I've had the privilege to see. She's standing here beside me, and I want to get her first word for our WHDH listening audience if I can.
Oh, I'm tired. Oh,
How do you feel, Miss Magoon, after the swim? You feel tired out, eh?
awful tired.
Did you run into any trouble during your swim out there?
Well, I had an awful time swimming through all those grapefruit heads.
I see.
But after I got past
Let me
that...
brush that one off your head there. You came up rather fast. Your manager took care of you all the way, did he?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
I just couldn't make it.
Uh-huh. And now you're
I
all
got
wet.
to 50 yards of the light.
You didn't make it, you
I
mean?
tried, I had to turn around and come back.
And how many miles do you figure you swam this morning?
Well,
How long did it take you?
Well, I left at 2 in the morning.
I
I've been
see.
in the water since then.
I see.
Yes.
And,
Pretty salt heavy.
we'll get you some after we leave the air.
You've been swimming in salt water, Mary. Does that make any
you've been
difference?
swimming in salt
Oh,
water.
yes, that's all right.
What, are you soup or something? Now, I'll ask you a few more questions.
Yes, of course.
Now, what do you plan to do? You going into the show business or anything? Got any bookings for the next couple of months?
Well, no, but I carried some ballpoint
Well, that isn't important anyway. We've got to turn it back to the studio.
I carried some ballpoint pens with me on the
All
trip.
right, okay.
And I'm also trying to advertise by this swim a movie
Fine.
called Lassie's Go Home for crying out loud.
All right, well, dry up, will you? We return you now to our studio.
Thanks a lot, everybody. You've been awful.
God. Well, they didn't treat her very well, did
No.
they?
They treated her like she was nothing.
They're leaving her all alone. And Ken, you as their manager should have been there. I don't think that was right.
Leo Egan should have handled it all.
He should have.
Because Leo is the sportsman.
Yeah.
Wilson doesn't know anything about it. I don't know what he took up the cudgel for
He
anyway.
was trying to get a little personal publicity out of the whole thing.
I know that.
You won't make any money on this, I'll tell you that.
Ken, of course, is the great Wagnerian conductor.
Mighty soon, then.
How are you and Fritz hitting it off? Yeah, it's right.
Well, look,
You let him go?
We
got
should
an
have
awful lot
that
of clinkers
bugle
that day.
license at this point, don't you?
An awful lot of clinkers that Ryan turns out.
What? We should have the bugle here.
Certainly.
That's right. Swifty says, I'm not sure which race should be called the feature event for tonight at Wonderland Revere.
None of them.
So ends another program this afternoon, or today, for...
Commercials we never finished reading? Come on, Bob. Get to it, young man.
That is starting a
I'm not
commercial.
going over out of town.
That's starting a commercial with a negative. I don't think they should do that. Swifty should say, I'm sure which race should be called the feature event for tonight, but I'm not going to say. At Wonderland. They're all that good. Oh, they straighten it out. They must have thought of that before. The ninth, which is always the brightest spotlight. The ninth, which is always the brightest, spotlight. Wait a minute. The ninth, which is always in the brightest spotlight, is over the five. We didn't order any draperies for you.
They're going up.
Oh, we don't.
They're come here to this floor.
We don't want them here. They must be for paintings downstairs.
Oh, they said the 8th floor. The 8th floor.
That's the 8th floor, but we don't want any drapery. Well, here are the entries for the long distance event. It's over the 5-16 mile distance, brings out an all-star field.
And the 10th is an endurance contest over the 675-yard course.
Quiet down. You one of them guys that leads a lot all the
Yes.
time? I'm trying to hang draperies, right?
Go ahead and
You're
hang.
talking, right?
Yeah.
Which is more important, you know what I mean?
Well, I suppose it's draperies. Go ahead. Friends, while he's hanging those draperies, I'd like to get to this few words here. This is the list of entries. I think you'll find some right over there. This is the entries, the list of entries from the long-distance event. The Revere Special is one of the dogs. Proud and Merry. Ken, will you help the man out, please? Proud and Merry, one dog. Half-Caste, Candy Lane, Hazelmere, Rosy Future, Look Sharp, and Quick Rock.
That guy sounds like he's reading a line up in Wonderland or something.
Post time. First race, 7:45. Daily double closes at 7:30. For entries in all races, post positions, and past performance records, get a copy of the Wonderland program for the night. Now on sale at all newscasts. And Revere is near, of course, from Boston by MTA from Maverick Station. From everywhere, over wide highways, floodlighted free parking lots are provided for those who drive. For a wonderful evening of fun and thrills, go Greyhound racing tonight at Wonderland Revere. That's all I have to say.
I took you long enough to say it.
You get the draperies hung?
They're hung.
Okay. We'll see everybody this evening at Magnolia.
The greatest place in the world. Casino at Magnolia.
Remember, that's not Mongolia.
No, Magnolia. We'll see you up there tonight. Matinee with Bob and I will return again tomorrow at 1 o'clock. We hope that you will, too. Ken Wilson played the organ. Bill Green on the piano.
This is WHDH.
Right away, man. Black people can do a lot with cash. But just a moment, please. But veterans, it's not smart to send cash through the mail. So, fellas, when you pay your GI insurance premiums by mail, don't send cash. Always mail a check or a money order. That way, you run no risk of losing your money. Keep that in mind always. Will you please, friends? Always, excuse me, I'm standing by my special division microphone now. This studio is being torn down. Stay tuned now for a radio program called News.